Hey, everybody. My name is Brad Montgomery. I'm a professional motivational speaker. I speak to business audiences, healthcare audiences, educators, everybody. And my topic is encouragement. So, in this video, we're going to give you 3 really easy tips to just start today because I'm telling you, encouragement is really powerful. I know you know this stuff, but generally speaking, we know statistically it hovers around your subconscious. So, my job is to bring it up to your conscious level so you can use it as a strategy in life and in work. Because I'm telling you, it makes both better. So let's get started. Number one reason, or number one tip, just start. This isn't hard. You know how to encourage. You don't need me to tell you. But statistically speaking, none of us, that means you are, including you, none of us encourage as much as we could. We're leaving a lot in the tank. We have more bandwidth than we're using. So just get started. Here's the main reason why people don't encourage as much as they could is we all have these false narratives about why encouragement either isn't very powerful or not received well or will make us feel awkward or make them feel awkward. It turns out, nope. It's a highly studied phenomenon. And all of the reasons we give ourselves about why we shouldn't encourage or it's just not worth it or whatever, they just don't pan out. So get over yourself and let's go. Let me cover a couple of the objections we have that are false. We tend to think it makes us feel weak. Well, it might make you feel weak, but it doesn't make you look weak. Studies are clear. People who encourage others kind of look like the strongest person in the room. Some of us don't encourage because we feel like it will turn the receiver into a weaker person. Like, oh, I don't want to. I need them to be working hard. So if I keep telling them how great they are, they're not going to work that hard. That one isn't true either. And the biggest and most common objection is we doubt how powerful it is. Like, well, I could tell them, but they don't really need to hear it. It won't mean much for me. They already know. It does not. No. People love to be encouraged. It's like catnip. They love compliments. They love being told they're on the right path. They need to be told you were learning fast. They need to be told you're in the right place. All of the objections we give ourselves to not do it are false. So, number one, just do it. All right. What's the second reason? Or second tip? The second tip for encouragement is understanding the difference between private encouragement and public encouragement. So, first of all, both are powerful. If you're in doubt, just do it. Private or public, go for it. But sometimes if you're out of practice, private is the easiest way to start. And that just means pulling people aside at work or calling them or whatever and just saying, hey, you are making a difference and I want you to know I noticed and I appreciate you and don't stop. It's so easy. And it's little things. Maybe it could be like, hey, you know what? That meeting got a little tense, but you made that one comment and it softened things. And that's when the meeting really got started. And I'm telling you, keep doing that. That is fantastic. All right, you've got this. Private encouragement works. But if you want to really maximize your impact, consider public encouragement. This is like broadcast compliments. It just means there's witnesses. So this could mean calling somebody out in the meeting. Maybe it's, hey, before we wrap up, I just want to call out Sally because you know what? It has been so hard lately and I was a little bit behind on my work and overwhelmed. And Sally it wasn't even her job and she came and helped me with this one thing, made a huge difference. And I think that's what makes this organization great. So Sally, I just wanted to thank you in front of the team. Maybe it's something smaller like, hey, you know what? This is a hard place to work, and we've been dealing with a little bit of toxicity lately. But Larry, I'm telling you, when he walks in the room, he's always got a smile on, and I think he's like a beacon. So Larry, thanks. You help me, and I think you help all of us. Don't stop. Those type of compliments, because they're in front of witnesses, are even more powerful. You might have some sort of intranet, or a team on Slack, or a work chat group, or whatever. That's a perfect place for compliments because it goes out, to everybody. Like, hey, the printer was broken and Bob, without anybody asking, just fix it, even though it's not his job. Woohoo. It's going to make Bob feel great. Public compliments are powerful. I have a mixed relationship with social media, and I bet you do too. I think the best use of social media is to encourage people publicly. So imagine you put out a compliment to somebody on social media and you tag them. What happens? Well, first of all, the receiver is going to feel great because you're giving them a compliment. But what's even neater is they know that their friends and their family and their workmates see that compliment. And it just makes all of the good things about encouragement even better. Use social media. All right, you got it. There's a difference between public and private encouragement. Don't let it hang you up. Go for whatever is easiest. But if you want to really nail it, broadcast a public compliment. All right. The last tip is to see if I can get you to motivate yourself to do it more. And it goes like this. If I ask you to think of the person who really made a difference for you at a time in your life when you needed it. Maybe it was a teacher or athletic coach or a parent. Maybe it was a buddy. Maybe it's somebody on your work team right now. Who is that person? All right, so I know that you're already thinking of at least one person. Some of you are thinking of many people. Feel how powerful it is. Some of you are thinking about people who said one sentence to you 30 years ago, or 5 years ago, or 3 weeks ago. But you still feel it, don't you? That is a hint, ladies and gentlemen. That is a hint that this stuff is powerful. So if you're doubting whether or not you should be that person that somebody remembers 30 years from now, get over yourself and let's go. Start the engines. Let's start encouraging. All right, I promised you 3 reasons. Get ready, people. Bonus time. Whoop, whoop. I'm going to give you a bonus tip for using encouragement. Texts count. So we talked about using Slack or whatever your internal thing is, but right now, get out your phone. Get out your phone and text somebody. Maybe it's your spouse or a kid. Maybe it's a buddy. Maybe it's a sibling. Maybe it's a workmate. Maybe it's one of your parents. I don't know. But there are people in your life who really need to hear from you and say like, hey, just want you to know I'm thinking of you. Right? You don't have to go full Care Bear on them. Just let people know that you are thinking about them. That is encouragement. It's not complicated. Sending a text has 2 benefits. One, you know they're going to enjoy it. But also, it turns out the science is clear. We benefit by encouragement and text work. That means the very act of thinking of somebody and typing out the message and pushing whoop, it spills a little dopamine into our brain and makes us scientifically happier. Are you kidding me? All right, you've got this. Encouragement is the low-hanging fruit of the business world. It is the low-hanging fruit of mental health. It makes our organizations stronger. It improves our bottom lines, but it helps us feel more connected, helps us feel less overwhelmed. And as I said earlier, it raises our scientifically measurable level of happiness. Boom. It's amazing. It almost sounds like a typo. It sounds too good to be true, but it's not. All right, visit us, bradmontgomery.com. If you feel like your organization could benefit from someone teaching them the basics of encouragement and most importantly, inspiring them and motivating them to use it, well, then check us out at bradmontgomery.com. It's the undeniable, jaw-dropping power of encouragement. It's a tool we can't afford to ignore. And now you got 3, bonus 4 tips about how to use it properly. My name is Brad Montgomery. Make it a great day, everybody.